Hi everyone, I am Katrina Matos of GreenSpirit Craft. I make and sell seasonal Reiki and herb-infused face and body butters. They are full to the brim with organic, food-grade ingredients, as well as the botanical energies of all the plants that I infuse into them, all that rainbow of energy. And I wanted to share with you today how you can use those face butters to do an oil cleansing routine. I was very fortunate that I had my esthetician training to help me out when my skin started to let me know that foaming cleansers were not going to be acceptable on my face anymore. I was getting a lot of redness and irritation, flaking, and it was a no. It was a hard no from my skin with the foaming cleansers. And I was trying to switch over to oil cleansing. So I tried a lot of different types of oils. I tried them in different proportions, and it was not working for me. So I was at a loss. I had to figure something else out. It turned out to be a huge, wonderful thing when I realized that there was one basic change that I could make that was going to make it all come together. And that one thing was animal fat. So I am sorry, my vegan friends, this solution is not for you. Using a base of tallow or ghee turned out to be magical. And it turned out to be pretty magical for my clients as well. In terms of you can cleanse and moisturize your skin without pore clogging. You know, as long as you're following the steps to make that happen. Your skin is getting the cholesterol. Your skin cells need that cholesterol to thrive. So it's getting the cholesterol that it needs. And your skin just looks and feels fabulous. Well, let that soak in for a minute. Your skin looks and feels fabulous. It is so wonderful. So I decided to stay with a ghee base when I ultimately made my formulation, because it's very easy for me to source one that is organic and food grade, and it creates a product that's more appealing to a wider base of people because it's omnivore and vegetarian friendly. I created a blog post recently. This is what I wanted to tell you. Big pause. I created a blog post recently that is comparing the benefits and the drawbacks of oil cleansing and soap cleansing for your face. So I'm going to post the link for that in the description box below. All right. So the routine that I'm going to share with you today is the basic routine that I started when I discovered this aha moment for myself. Oh, I know what I wanted to tell you before we get to that. If you've never heard of, I want to do this demonstration for you, because if you've never heard of oil cleansing before, or you know, you've just never tried it before, even though you may be familiar with it, it can be really helpful to have somebody talk you through it, which I did not have the first time I tried a non-foaming cleanser. This was before I had training as an esthetician, and I was trying a lotion type cleanser and had zero clue what I was doing. So I'm pumping the lotion cleanser onto my fingertips, massaging into my skin, and I am so confused. I'm so confused because this cleanser is not doing what I'm used to cleansers doing. And so, I don't know, I just pumped some more cleanser onto it thinking that would help, which it didn't. So, there I am with what I now realize is way too much lotion cleanser on my face. And I'm smearing it all over, and it's not a good scene, people. It was not a good look. So, I don't want that to happen for you, and that is why I'm giving you this demo. All right, now we can get started. Take this off. So I like to start with a face flannel that I have microwaved for about 15 seconds. Where I live in Northern California, we are often experiencing drought, so I came up with a very minimalist, water efficient routine. So you take your warm cloth and you're going to compress it onto your chest and neck and face, warming up the tissues, getting the blood and the lymph going, while of course also dampening and softening your skin cells to prep them for removal. And I have some of my, because of the season right now, I have my summer butter. You're going to take your water-based, either clean water, an herbal tea that's appropriate for your skin type, a hydrosol, whatever your water-based spray is going to be, blah, blah, blah. And go ahead and spritz. I like to use the back of my fingernail, usually my pinky, to help me control getting a small amount out of the jar. So I'll place my pinky right in there and just push my fingertip forward so that I can get a very small amount. And, you know, depends on the condition of your skin and how much surface area you're covering and the season and all those things in terms of how much you're going to need. Breathe in that aroma. It is so delicious. And because I've been talking to you, I've let my moisture dry too much. I'm going to go ahead and respritz. And I'm going to take in just a little bit more butter for myself. So the physical action of massaging on the moisture in your skin, that friction is basically emulsifying the oil with the water. So you've created your own customized lotion type cleanser by choosing whatever your water base is going to be and the amount of oil and the type of oil that you're going to use, which in this case is your GreenSpirit Craft Summer Butter. And make sure you get any areas that tend to clog. For me, where my glasses sit is a good area to give some extra attention. Little jaw tension there. Okay, so when you're ready, then you just take your cloth again, and you can reheat it in the microwave if you want, and go ahead and wipe. Firmly, although gently, and thoroughly is very important. So out to your hairline. For instance, for me, now that I've applied the oils to the grime and the sweat on my face, I need to make sure that I get all the way out to every place that I applied it, because if I don't wipe along the jawline in particular, that's where I will tend to experience clogging if I haven't been removing my cleanser thoroughly. So, and of course, again, the areas where you might be clog prone can use an extra wipe. Now, if you are an oily skin type that does okay without any moisturizers on a regular basis, then that might be your last step, is when you wipe off your cleanser, you can just press in anything that might be left behind, excess, or you can respritz if you need that extra hydration, and then press that into your skin. You'll get a sense for what works best for you if your skin tends to produce a lot of oil. if you are a splasher, like you know, you don't have to do this water minimalist routine that I'm doing. You like to splash water. It just feels good. It's invigorating because, you know, it gets the blood and the lymph moving, whatever makes you happy. You do your water splash thing, and then you can blot that dry. Again, if you are an oily skin type and that's your last step, then that blotting is it. For the rest of us, we're going to respritz and rebalm. And you need the water part and the oil part to work together, because your skin cells need both to function at their best and look fabulous and feel good. So again, I'm just spreading that over my palms. I'm gonna go ahead and press and massage that in. Because if you are in the habit, you know, on a regular basis of putting just plain oil on over dry, dehydrated skin, that can lead to clogging problems, because your dry, dehydrated skin cells are trapped under that layer of oil without any moisture. They need that moisture to help release properly once they've done their job. Make sure you get around your eye area, of course. Can rub around the borders of your lips if you like. And the massage, besides being fabulous for your skin and muscles, will also help the balm to absorb into your skin, and you'll get a bit more of a matte look with that extra massage step. And then when your skin is all fresh and glowy, the last thing that I like to do is to apply some dish soap to my cleansing cloth, the cleansing flannel. So since the dish soap is formulated to break up oils, I find that it's the perfect thing for my face cloth. Can rub all of that in. Hang it over the lip of your hamper to dry, or wherever's convenient for you, and make sure that it dries completely before you go ahead and toss it into your hamper. And that will keep your face cloths smelling more fresh, and you'll have less trouble with that stale oil smell. Nobody wants that. Now, I am finding I've been doing this routine for, I don't know, it's got to be at least 8 or 9 years now. And this is what really helped my skin get back to being healthy looking, healthy feeling, looking good and gorgeous. So what I found though is that in the last couple of years for me, instead of just doing a plain water base, I actually need a gel base for me. So I do something like an aloe vera gel as a face serum basically, and pair that up with my balm, my butter, and use that as my moisturizing layer. And that helps my skin really look and feel its best. I don't know, maybe it's because I'm older now and my skin is more dry and the skin cells are not renewing and exfoliating as efficiently as they used to. That may be why I really need that extra gel. However, I don't know. I have a theory. We'll talk about gels in a future video. I think that they're fabulous and work really well. I think they are a missing and much needed ingredient in some of our skincare routines. Thank you so much for listening and playing around with me. I hope that you have fun playing around with this idea at home. If you would like to leave a comment or a question, please do. If there's anything that wasn't clear, or you'd like to share your own tips and experiences. If this was fun for you and you feel inspired, head on over to GreenSpiritCraft.com and you can sign up for my newsletter where I share these kinds of tips as well as wisdom I receive from nature and pictures from the garden. All kinds of fun things. There was one other thing. Oh, that's right. Remember there's gonna be a link down in the description box below where you can get all the details on my recent blog post about oil cleansing versus soap cleansing, and you know how they duke it out head to head, and what my opinion with that was. Okay, stay green, my friends.